Hey folks, Post Commander Gary Kelch here. Hey, I'm over at the Post property today on Beulah Road. I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown and a tour. I came over today to cut the grass, and it was in a little bit worse shape than I was expecting. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour here of how things are going. As you can see, Post property is fairly well overgrown. I used to try to get out here once a month to cut it, but I guess this past month has been just a bit worse than usual. I've cut a path here. I had a couple of things I wanted to show you. One, well, you can see here, we had some fine citizen come by and dump a load of construction debris or something in our property. We really have no way of preventing that at this point. There's no one to watch the property, and it's accessible from the road fairly easily. So you can see here that I've cut a path through the weeds. There's what it looked like. It got fairly well overgrown. But one of the things I wanted to show you was back here on the back side of the property. We had an Eagle Scout come by earlier or late last year and do a project for us to put in a very nice campfire kind of burn pit right here in the back side of the property. It's a beautiful location. It's off the road. You can't really see the road from back here. We've been trying to arrange with some scouts to come use the property and do a flag retirement ceremony back in here. I've talked with a couple of scoutmasters in the past few days, and I'm waiting for a call back from them. Overall, we own about 2.25 or so acres of land. You can see that all of it is totally undeveloped at this point. Some of you who have been around for a while in the Post may recall that we had a house that existed on the property, a little one-bedroom bungalow, really. That was right here. Fairfax County took legal action against us and made us tear it down, saying that it was a blight on the neighborhood. So that cost us several $1,000s to get done. The debris and the stuff you see sitting over there is junk that the scouts gathered up off the property for us and put it in one location so we can get it moved off at some point. Back here had been a concrete cinder block shed. When we bought this property, we bought it from a Muslim group who had intended to put some sort of Muslim community center on the property, and they had constructed that shed and were using it as a makeshift office. But we tore that down too. So if you look back in here, our property goes fairly well back. We've got some power lines running through it that when we go to build, we'll have to relocate. I'm not going to go walk off on the woods this way, but our property probably goes another 150, 200 feet in this direction. And there it goes down towards Beulah Road. You can see some cars going by. There is some property behind us that the Moose Lodge owns. It's a ball field. They don't really use it that much. They have in the past indicated interest in selling it. It's about 2 acres. That would be a very nice piece of property to make sure that we had room for expansion. And over here, if you look in the background there, you can see a couple of little houses. Those homes are owned by a construction firm, Doeasy Construction, out of Tennessee, I believe. They do a lot of work on Fort Belvoir. And we've talked to them in the past about working together to develop the property. What would be really nice would be eventually to get a hold of those houses. We could set up initial post function there and be able to move out of our rented space, and then we could keep an eye on our property and manage construction as it was able to get done. And after we moved into our post, we would be able to turn those homes into, for lack of a better term, kind of a Fisher House deal, where we would have some living quarters available for veterans, military, and their families coming into the new Fort Belvoir Hospital for treatment and needing a place to stay. So that's kind of my dream as post commander for what we could do with this property. It could become a real center for veterans and the military here at Fort Belvoir, and a real benefit to the Fort Belvoir Hospital community in the support that we could provide. So there's a quick update. I'm going to finish cutting the grass and head on home and cut my own grass. So I just wanted to give you all an update. Okay, so about 3 hours later, a couple gallons of gas and a couple gallons of sweat. Here we are. We've finished the mowing. And the property actually looks pretty good. There's still a few spots where, like that pile of brush right there, the stoop to the old house is under there somewhere, and I'm just not willing to risk my mower. So, but you can see that we've got about an acre of fairly usable land that it's not quite even. I couldn't play soccer on it, but it's certainly available for like a scouting event, for being able to come out here and do a little bit of campfire kind of action. And this close into Springfield and Fairfax County, you don't find too many places like this. After all the mowing, there's the nice burn pit and seats that the Eagle Scout put in for us. Just waiting for a ceremony. You could probably clean it up a little bit to get rid of some of the weeds that are kind of stubborn, but it looks pretty good. So there's the entrance to the property down there onto Beulah Road, and as we go up towards where the old house was, that's my truck sitting back there where the old cinder block shack was that the Muslim group was using for the Islamic Cultural Center office. So we're transforming the property. We got a long way to go. It's going to take a lot of hard work and funds to get there, but we're hoping to find some partners that'll help us achieve this dream. So until next time, this is the Commander signing off.